Hello and welcome to TL's Garage. Today is special because we have a small block. This is a Chevy 350 small block from a Monte Carlo. The block identification ranges from 72 to 74. The guy said he pulled it out of a 71, so we're going in the middle and we're going to say this is a 73 block. Do I actually know? No. But that's besides the point. As you will see up front here, we are missing some things. Now the timing cover I have, which is right here. But as you can see, it looks like utter junk. So we'll be cleaning this up, not today, and we will be making it look way better. We have the timing cover bolts. That is really good because I have a jumble of other bolts that I don't know where they go. They look like head bolts, and I know they're intake bolts. And I have the intake, I don't have the heads. So we'll be getting different heads. But this block is going to be built for power. Unfortunately, it is a 2-bolt main. This was the cheapest option I could go for right now anyway. And a junkyard was going to quote me $300 to pull the motor, and then I'd have to buy an engine stand. I bought this off of Marketplace for $200 with the stand included. As you can see, it's not in the best shape, but the guy said the car sat for 20 years with this motor in it. He pulled it out. So there's not a speck of rust on this motor. Are there cracks? I pray no. Do I actually know? No. But from the layers of dirt everywhere, for an extra $50, he threw in these very nice Edelbrock high clearance valve covers. I like the finish on them, but I'm probably going to repaint them. Another thing that I noticed with this motor after I got it home is there is no dipstick. This pan was off when I got there. The guy did say that the motor spins freely, which is good. But after looking further closer at an inspection, I have no idea where the damn dipstick goes for this motor. As you can see here, this is a mechanical fuel pump area. We are not running a mechanical fuel pump on this. This will be converted to an electrical fuel pump still on a carburetor setup. But for now, what we're going to do is disassembly. So this is episode 1 of the motor build series. Right now, our main problem is getting this flywheel off. There is no crank bolt that I have. And I also don't have the harmonic balancer. So we are going to try and spin this motor over by hand using the flywheel. Will this work? Maybe, probably not. So let's try it anyways. 11/16 fits. So now we will grab our ratchet. We're mainly just going to see if I can spin it. I also might not have enough leverage on here. I also need to put something in there so this doesn't spin. Whatever, that works. Oh, it's trying. It tried to spin. Are these cylinder wells lubed? I've got a little bit. Ah! Holy shit. Where's a pipe? We're gonna go ahead and take the bolt out. Quit. The good news is it's trying to move. There's one bolt loose. Please tell me you fit. You don't. Damn it! Will you go in on this side? You will. Hell yeah! Why are you making all sorts of weird noises? Oh, it's because it's the ratchet. No freaking wonder, dumbass. I might be able to fit a wrench in there. It is currently a balmy 23 degrees outside. I am cold. My hands hurt. Everything is frozen. And I don't have a cherry picker. At this point, I'm going to try and find the thread pitch. Just go buy some random ass bolt. Okay. 2 of the 6 are loose. What we are taking off is the flywheel, or also known as the flex plate. Alright, we're going to try something else that's really dumb. As long as these don't fall, these can be of use. And we're max height on the jack. Wood block number 3. Wow, this is like really dangerous. That's probably as high as we're gonna get that. Not sturdy at all. This will hurt a lot. That timing chain is not... timing chain is ass. Ah! Let me guess, didn't do a thing. Nope. what we're going to do. We're going to go to an auto parts store or a hardware store. We're going to look up the thread pitch. We are getting a bolt.
As you can see, the motor is in a bit of a different state than it was when we left off before. The reason the motor is like this, but the panel on the timing cover on, is because off camera I was screwing around trying to think of ways that I could still turn this motor over. And the only logical idea that I thought of was still the flex plate. Now, we were supposed to turn this clockwise, so that's the way the engine rotates. We're gonna grab our nifty beaten to hell gloves. And if you notice the mess on the floor, don't worry about that. I had the cylinder while I was lubricating for a while with PB Blaster. Say this engine was flipped back over, it would be rotating that way, which means this needs to spin this way. And if you watch, it free spins. Now why does it do that? Because of the angle this motor is at. With it at this current angle, the flex plate is not rubbing on anything. That was the big problem beforehand. So now, as you can see, it can free spin very easily. Now, we can get all these flex plate bolts out. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. God, that feels like tightening. That's because it is. Nope. Alright, impact time. Perfect thing to use at whatever time it is. What time is it? It's 12:04 in the morning. That was horrifying. One of the lifters is trying to fall out. Two of the lifters. All of the lifters. Put those back in for now, because we gotta organize them based off a cylinder. GM cylinders are weird. 1, 3, 5, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. Do I know the firing order? No. Do I know how I'm getting this flex plate off? Definitely not. Unless I just take the crank out and bang the shit out of it with a hammer. Every single freaking bolt on here are the 7/16 that I've come across so far. So, if you at home are following along, which you should not, you grab a 7/16. Go ahead and pull this pan off, because this timing cover's not going to come off without this pan being off. Just shit this time. Alright, now it is going to look like a disaster for probably tonight, but tomorrow we're going to organize everything. Everything that we take off the motor tonight is going to be organized, but everything that is over here needs to get organized. Where were we? We were taking the timing cover bolts off. All the timing cover bolts and the timing cover. All that's left to take out is cam gear and crank sprocket, the cam, the lifters, oil pump, short ass pickup tube, rods, and then crank. Then we have to call the machine shop. We are actually going to remove top end first. So that consists of the cam and the lifters and all the sprockets. Is there an order to do this? I don't know. I'm just going off of my knowledge. Take the magical guess and just say Oh, I don't know. Is it a 7/16? I'll be sure if it's not. This cam we don't really care about, but we'll still attempt to be easy to get these bolts out after I make sure that this is still on loosening. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. This should have a dowel. Yep, there it goes. Alright. Let's go ahead and pull this cam out. Well, actually, let's get somebody to do it. Alright. The camshaft. It looks really good. It actually looks like it's been rebuilt before. Not very many wear marks, just a shit ton of dry oil. Lobes all look good, don't look flattened. Cool. We'll put the rest of the cam bolts actually in the camshaft, because all the top end would technically be considered. Cam, lifters, rocker arms, valve springs, and then bam, you have built-in top end for a motor. Do not make the box go crazy.